So how do we maintain the attachment to the relationship, but be detached from the hurt and the feelings? Beautiful. We attach ourselves to that which isn't constantly fluctuating. So people's actions, people's moods are constantly fluctuating, right? Otherwise, why do we ask each other, how are you 10 times a day? Right? I once heard a beautiful saint. Someone said to him, how are you? And he looked at them and he said, you asked me that this morning. And they said, but Swamiji, it's now evening time. And he said, well, and what in the world makes you think that I would be different in the evening from how I am in the morning? But for most of us, you absolutely could be different from the evening to the morning. How are you in the morning? Great. How are you in the evening? Oh my God, what a day, and this and that, right? Couple hours later, oh, how are you? Wonderful. I had a nice drink. I went out. I've relaxed. Happy hour. That's a product of the constant fluctuations of our mood based on things that have nothing to do with actually who we are. Chemistry of my mind. 1 minute one way, ingest artificial chemicals, it's changed. My experience of myself has changed. Somebody does something to me, I didn't like it, my experience of myself has changed. Oh, I was great, then you came around, now I'm in a bad mood. You're the reason I'm upset. So, if we're attached to that ever-fluctuating moods, it's going to be a rocky road. When the mood is what you want, when the behavior is what you want, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel, oh, I love this person. When the mood isn't what you want, the behavior isn't what you want, you're going to feel like, oh God, shadi kyun kiya maine? Why did, should have not gotten married, should have not had kids, should have, whatever it may be. The problem is that your attachment is to the outer layer, the superficial layer. Attach yourself instead to the soul, to the spirit, to the essence of that being. Imagine that you're looking at an ocean, so there's waves on the surface, but in the depths there's no waves. So attach yourself to the depths of that being. And it's a beautiful practice because your external self, your surface layer self, your moods can't be attached to their soul. My mood, my personality gets attached to your moods and your personality. That's how you can ruin my mood. If I'm going to attach to your soul, your spirit, your essence, your consciousness, I have to do it from that place in me that is soul, spirit, essence, consciousness. So I have to drop down. And it's a beautiful practice when you're with your loved one. And it's much easier to do when they're having a mood you like, when they're acting in ways you like. So practice it at that time. Don't wait for them to be in a way that you're upset. Practice when you look at them, instead of thinking, oh God, you're so wonderful. You helped me with the dishes tonight. You brought me chocolate. You did this for me. You did that. Instead of that, try to look in their eyes and see whether you can connect soul to soul. Try to experience them as your soul as you look at them. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just let it be inside. As you see them walk across the room, as you see them sit down, just instead of thinking, oh God, he's wearing that ripped t-shirt again. I've told him 10 times to throw out that t-shirt. Tell her when he's asleep, I'm going to throw out that t-shirt. Instead of that, can you just experience the presence of that other being? A soul. Can you experience yourself in them? And what will happen if you can begin that practice is several things. First of all, it's going to make you have to constantly live in a deeper level of yourself. So it's an incredible gift to yourself. Because every moment you remember to connect with their soul, you have to drop into soul. You have to get out of the humming and buzzing of your mind. So you drop in. It's going to make your relationship, even when it's good, much better. Because it's not going to be good contingent upon the things that each one is doing. It's going to be good based on soul to soul. And then when the other one does things that aren't what you like, again, it doesn't mean that as parents or administrators or whatever it may, teachers, that we suddenly condone all behavior. But it means that we're able to love the being, to stay connected to that being. Even while we may say, you know, I would really appreciate it if, or here's the correct way of doing that. Or you'll remember we had a deal, no homework, no cookies, so sorry. Till I see the homework, no cookies. But I'm not upset, I'm not hurt, I'm not attached. And the child understands I'm still being loved. I'm just also being disciplined. But I haven't lost mom's love. And everyone else you're in a relationship with doesn't feel like the love is contingent upon how they behave. They understand I'm being loved, who I am. So try to attach to that. From that place in you. It's an incredible gift to yourself, and it's an incredible gift to give them.